Hi students, in this class we are going to discuss about conventional methods of energy production. So kindly go through this video. It's a very short video giving you a very brief details of the topic which we are going to discuss in this week class. So kindly go through the topics. You can see the outline of the topics are conventional methods of energy production, fossil fuel resources, oil, gas, coal, nuclear, environmental and financial aspects of traditional energy technologies. We are going to discuss about these three topics. The first thing is that introduction. So in this session we are going to discuss about energy and how it is affecting or how it is supporting various countries. Energy is very important for economic infrastructure and development. Developing a country have higher per capita energy consumption and vice versa. You can see these are the sources of energy. There are two main sources of energy. One is conventional sources, which are considered as commercial and non-commercial. Another one is non-conventional sources, which are considered as bioenergy, solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, and energy from urban waste. So these we are going to discuss more about in depth in the class, but as of now, as an introduction video, these are required, that what are commercial energies, what are non-commercial energies, and what are non-conventional sources of energies, and what are conventional sources of energies. This is a very important. You might get a question from this, so kindly check this clearly. You can see here conventional sources of energy are called as non-renewable sources, which are like once you have used them, you cannot use them further. Non-renewable sources of energy, which are classified into commercial and non-commercial energy. Coming to conventional sources, examples: coal, petroleum and electricity. Consumer has to pay, like petrol and coal, you have to pay and purchase the energy. These are not non-renewable. These are non-renewable. These are not renewable sources like solar and all. So coming to conventional sources of energy, these are the examples: coal and lignite. So just go through this and we can discuss more about this in the classroom. These are the advantages, like most available fossil fuel, like coal one, the 300 years at current consumption rate, high energy production, because most of the countries they are using coal, and you remember the railways and all have started with this coal source only. So disadvantages is highest in carbon dioxide emission, high environmental impact, and threat to human health. You can see the alternate use of coal. The coal can be used for the steel production, electricity generation, gasification, hydrogen production, liquefaction, methanization. So these are the alternative sources of coal energy. So you can see other conventional sources of energy, like produce synthetic gas. So this is the equation. You can see here the conventional sources of energy. There are three options for coal to liquid plants, like gasification, synthesis and refining. So these are, we will discuss more about this process in the class. Okay. So I'm just covering what are the topics we are going to discuss in the classroom. So next one is like acidic rain, environmental impacts to the soil, impacts to the water body has to be considered for any conventional source of energy. So the next conventional source of energy is oil, which you all know, it's a mixture of hydrocarbons generated as a result of deposition. This is how the usage of oil is going on. The advantages are supply for years between 35 to 84, low cost, high energy production, and can be easily transported. So these are the disadvantages of the conventional source, which is oil. Need to find replacement because it is a non-renewable source, and there are environmental impacts which also generate CO2 emission and which also causes water pollution. So this is a natural gas. So the natural gas advantages are it serves for 125 to 200 years, low cost, high energy production, easy to transport, less environmental impact. This is very important. Less environmental impact. All others are having high environmental impact. The natural gas is having very less environmental impact that other fossil fuels. Other than the compared with other fossil fuels, this is having less environmental impact and good source of fuel for fuel cells and gas turbines. The disadvantages are CO2 emission when burned contribute to greenhouse emissions, high explosive, high waste due to low price. So we will discuss about these conventional sources, how electricity is produced through various mechanisms, and let us see the non-commercial energies like example fuel, wood, straw and dried dung, agricultural wastes and animal dung. So these are non-commercial energy usage. So these are non-renewable, but these are non-commercial energy sources which we generally use for domestic purpose. So what are the problems like SO2 and acidic rain, large amounts of CO2? These are the problems of non-conventional sources of energy, which are also called as renewable energy sources. Example, until now we have discussed about conventional sources. Now we are moving to non-conventional sources of energy, which are also called as renewable energy sources. The examples are solar energy, wind energy, bioenergy and tidal energy. You might be well aware of this when we have a we will have a very deep discussion on these types of non-conventional energy sources. Okay, so when you are coming to class after this video, there are some questions you need to answer them. Kindly answer those questions and come prepared to the class, and we can have a deep discussion and we can have more interaction during our class time. Thank you.